limbs reaching for each other. I don't, Death whispered, but I should. Mom's mother turned to the children's dancing and waving amok. Newly missing toothed smiles and small crinkled eyes struck joy and peace through the soul, and she yearned to know what Death thought of this. But he was not there. Mom's mother's daughter's boat was all that was left to be swayed in its rocking motions and beaten with water in its slumber through nightfall. Only now it was stranded in stillness. Death had gone, free of the ocean's shackles, only now without rocking the boat, this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you. Next, we have Preet-Paul, known as Paul Bajaba. Did I say that okay?
Actually, it's actually pronounced Bajwa. Every letter is pronounced.
Bajwa.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you so much.
No, that's fine.
Paul is from Richmond, California, and is currently a student at Diablo Valley College, taking classes to aid in the recovery from his stroke. He enjoys reading, hiking, and watching reruns of comedies such as Seinfeld and The Big Bang Theory on television. Paul, do you want to say anything about your poems before you start?
Sure, yeah. So my piece was originally an assignment in high school, senior year, and of course I just it was supposed to be every line supposed to begin with "I believe," and of course I just scribbled something down in passing period like 5 minutes before class and turned that in. But then in college, studying for an exam, I started thinking about it, and then this is what I wrote then.
All right, thank you.
So I believe that if you want to find out what's behind these cold eyes, you'll just have to crawl your way through this disguise. I believe that after the bleeding hearts and the artists give their all, some stagger and fall, for after all, it is not easy beating your heart against some mad bugger's wall. I believe in the Doors and Jim Morrison scream. I believe in the way Jimmy Page plays it and the way Jimi Hendrix smashes it. I believe in time and love. I believe that Pink Floyd is very substantive. I believe that you don't give a fuck, and I believe neither do I. I believe in the wall. I believe in the flip of a coin. I believe 1984 is here, and I desperately want to believe in 2001. I believe this is all bullshit. I believe education is a waste. I believe teachers are overpaid. I believe you're trying to control me. I believe I do need some arms around me, some drugs to calm me. I believe I've seen the writing on the wall, but it's not true that I don't need anything at all. I need you. I believe the doors of perception must be cleansed before you can see the world for all it is. I believe Aldous Huxley's ending to Brave New World. I believe I want to kill someone, maybe me. I believe I am lucky. I believe in Russian roulette. I believe in James Bond. I believe in driving so fast you're out of control. I believe that nobody likes smacking people around more than Brando. I believe in Robert De Niro and that he knows what motherfucker means. I believe in Calvin and Hobbes. I believe in God. I believe in myself. I believe that I want to ask a question. Hey, you out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey, you out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey, you with your ear against the wall, breaking bottles in the hall, can you help me? Hey, you out there on the road, always doing what you're told, can you help me? Hey, you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Together we stand, divided we fall, we fall, we fall. I believe that you may not respond. I believe reality is slipping away. I believe in Stanley Kubrick's view of the world. I believe in Mean Streets. I believe all my heroes are dead and I'm glad. I believe in Holden Caulfield. I believe in the way John Lennon says he's certain love at first sight happens all the time. I believe I'm alone. I believe I care too much. I believe I am lazy. I believe that day after day our love turns gray and night after night we pretend it's all right. I believe night divides the day and day destroys the night. I believe my vision is too clear. I believe I'm afraid. I believe I'm weak. I believe I'm sorry and I can't say so. I believe I love you. I believe I'm lost. I believe this is the end, beautiful friend, the end of our elaborate plans, the end of everything that stands. No safety or surprise, the end. I'll never look into your eyes again. I believe I can't explain and I'm not letting you understand. I believe that you canceled my subscription to the Resurrection and sent my credentials to the House of Detention. I believe you might not care. You might not even listen. I believe I want to bury my head in your hair and feel your breath on my cheek. I believe Scorsese is brilliant. I believe I am wasting away. I believe that flirting is fun, but teasing is horrible. I believe in laughing. I believe that the rain cleanses. I believe that all the smiles that I wear, all the games that I play, and all the drinks that I mix and I drink until I'm sick, and all the shapes that I throw, and all the people I meet, and all the words that I know makes me sick to the heart. I feel so tired. I believe sleep is nice. I believe people have a right to their opinions. I believe in not being judgmental. I believe I can't sing, but I don't care. I believe in playing games. I believe I am confused. I believe in helping. And that's the end.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. I think you said that teachers are overpaid. I think I might have disagreed with that one. Next, we have Jeffrey, let me put my glasses on, Jeffrey Chimba.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Jeffrey.
How are you?
Um, Jeffrey graduated from UC Davis in the spring of 2007. He has volunteered for 15 years from 2008 to the present and really enjoys helping people through their grief issues. He hopes to one day attend graduate school and become a social worker to give back to the community. Jeff, did you want to say anything about your poems before you started?
Yeah. So this is a prose poem that I wrote at DVC called Descending into the Earth. Standing outside with my gray-bladed wooden-handled shovel, I dug a hole from clay soil and found a termite-riddled wooden box. The box was outside and behind our house. It had also been a biting stormy day with wind swirling fiercely. And that box contained the white skeletal remains of my brother's deceased dog, Laddie. While digging deeper, I recall that he had been a precocious Shetland sheepdog with distinct and beautiful markings. His golden hair shined in unison with his ghost white feet and torso, and his tail wagged violently like a whisk broom. He also had had a white star, a snowflake, that was engraved on his forehead over his cold black nose. He was, in fact, the true instigator. Pick up a storm and coax all the neighborhood dogs into a frenetic pandemonium, all barking and fray. The worst incident, however, was when he chewed off the feet of my priceless Star Wars toy action figures. For some reason, he really relished chewing up my white stormtroopers and then somehow zeroed in on them. I was irate about their sawed-off feet, but what could I do? His canines had sunk into those stormtroopers, and off the feet flew. Many other stories remain of him. Most were good ones, in fact. When I was 10, he'd faithfully hop up onto our family sofa at 8:30 a.m. each summer morning, and we'd watch Little Rascals together. He was like a Swiss clock, always reliably on time to greet me. And when visitors came over, he would stand his ground. From a distance, that was. But when they entered our house, like clockwork, he fled behind our legs and barked fiercely at them. He was always full of life. He even hopped up onto the chair of my father's study one night and got a hold of my father's vanilla ice cream. My father had left the room prior to this incursion and chuckled upon returning. Rattle, rattle had gone the spoon. Apparently, Laddie had devoured all of it. Those were the genuine times with Laddie. Even though he had destroyed some of my childhood toys, he was truly a remarkable and irreplaceable dog. And while I still ponder, I'll rebury that dilapidated wooden box along with my adult thoughts. But while reclosing that deep crevice, memories will surely fade and time marches on. Thank you.
Cynthia, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, great. How do you say your last name?
Lepe.
Lepe, okay. Cynthia Lepe is from Pittsburgh, studying English at DVC. In her free time, she enjoys reading and mentoring teenagers in her community. Cynthia, did you want to say anything before you started?
This piece is not written for class, but I have revised it with some things I've learned in Professor Ziegler's class. So
All right, great. Thank you.
this piece is called My Mom. I think I see her now, the girl my mom once was. She's too much, too loud, too needy, a firecracker of a thing that could never truly grow, stifled under layers of responsibility and beauty standards she did not meet, ruled by minimum wage jobs and the fury of a mother who didn't know what to do with it all. And she looks just like me. A loud little girl who called her mommy, who told her she hated her, a loud little girl who needed more than her mom could give, more love, more freedom, more space. Hadn't my mom needed more too? She would scream at my bedroom door, the slam of it still ringing in our ears. One day when you're grown, we will be best friends. Sitting in the filth of my anger, there was no room for friendship. Where would forgiveness fit when our lungs were so full of venom? Two little girls being dragged down into the pits by the poison that has taken root in us. We bite the hand and spit it back in their face. Tiny little things, but we aren't afraid of you. I'm grown now. The anger sits in my stomach, tiny as a grain of rice. I've tamed her. Like reaching out a timid hand to a stray dog, I am a peace offering. Look at all the possibilities. Across from my mother at the kitchen table, we gossip and we laugh. And although no one has called us children in a long time, that's what you'll find, giggling over cups of coffee that we take the same way, two little girls. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Thank you. All right, next we have Vincent Lagasse. Yay, Vincent. Vincent is from San Ramon and is currently studying history and political science. In his free time, he reads books, exercises, and spends times with his family. Can we have a round of applause for Vincent? Yay! You want to say anything, Vincent? Please do.
Yeah, this was based, like, this poem is inspiration, like my younger self when I had issues, and now I'm overcome these obstacles, and now I can do this.
All right.
This piece is called The Power in Me. The power in me to overcome obstacles, such as a speech disability and social issues. Me being able to overcome put downs and labels. Not allow labeling to make me not pursue life's goals. Labels do not define who I am as a person. My future matters rather than put downs by others. My successes help in my career and the bright future ahead of me. No put down from other people will stop me, and I will succeed in life and live a life full of happiness. I can overcome any obstacle and challenge in my life, as long as I can put my mind, heart, and soul into it to be successful. The power in me is to not let any put down or labeling prevent me from finding my passions and my life, and finding a path that is healthy and happy, regardless of any disability. The power in me.
Yes. Yes, the power in me. Thank you so much. Bravo. All right. Next we have Karen Zhao. Karen? Karen? Karen. Oh, yay. I think this is Karen. Okay, great. Karen is from Dublin and is currently studying computer science at DVC. In her free time, she loves reading, yay, and writing poems, yay, going on walks, and learning the guitar. Can we have a round of applause for Karen? Karen, you want to say anything before you start?
Oh, yeah. I'll just say the name of my, oh, wait, does this work?
I don't know. This one works
Should
better, I
work.
think.
I don't know.
Hello? Hello? This one's
Oh,
better. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, this one's better.
Yeah, bring it.
Okay.
There we go.
Hello. My poem is called The Other Side. And my name is Karen Zhao. I fell down the sewer today and choked on mud and muck and old hardened clay. And when I emerged, dumb and dirtied, you were there. Only you weren't quite you, and I wasn't quite me, because you didn't quite mind that my hair was wet, or that I stank of rot and yesterday's sweat, or that I wasn't perfect yet. And I didn't quite mind that you were my mother. So you picked me up by my armpits and took me to the baby bath of our not quite home, and poured buckets of water on my back like a warm blanket I called my best friend at 4. And when I was clean, you walked me to the kitchen and taught me how to make my favorite soup. You walked me through every step, the way you taught me how to walk when I was 2. You're not quite you, and I'm not quite me. And maybe that's why you don't quite mind how hot I made the soup. Maybe that's why I'm proud of myself, and you're proud of me too. In the quiet of our not quite home, you blow on the soup to make it cooler. And it makes me wonder if you ever could have loved me on the other side of the sewer. Thank you.
Nice. Oh my gosh, everyone's so talented. We have 2 final poets today, unless someone is inspired to come up and read a poem freestyle or on the moment. Any takers? Professor Burgess? No? Anyone? There's still time. Okay, all right, well, then we'll have our final 2. Or it's gonna be 3 or 2? Okay, so Darsh and Kanwar, come on up. Yay. How do you say your last name? Desai. Okay, so Darsh Desai is a freshman at DVC and loves sports. So it appears that he and his friend Kanwar Singh wrote a poem about sports. And Kanwar is also a freshman at DVC. Do you 2 want a microphone or you want me to hold it? Okay, you got it? Okay. Can we have a round of applause?
In the heart of autumn's glow, where the chilly winds blow, lies a field of green beauty, setting the stage for the dance.
Leather sparrows whistling through the air, cotton game of fearful fate, wildcats in colors, the blue and the black bold, chasing glory and tales retold.
Echoes of whistling calls. Players dash, leap, and fall. Fans and stands feel the surge as emotions, hopes, and dreams merge.
Under lights or a sun's embrace, each yard gained, a fervent chase, in the mud, the sweat, the cheers, live the stories of the years.
Touchdowns scored in the roaring delight, comebacks made in fading light, defenses hold with all their might in this game of forceful fight.
So here's to the game, played far and wide.
From childhood parks to big stadiums, side by side, football, a dance of dreams and skill. In summer's heat, it still thrills us. Thank you.
Wow. You all write that. They're currently my students. I'm really impressed. Bravo. So this is an annual event. So if you want to start working on your poems now, we'll be here next year to celebrate Poetry Month. Tomorrow we have an author poet coming to speak at 12:30 to 1:30. And there looks like there's some refreshments left. Please stop by tomorrow for Cheryl Dusnell. She who's a local poet. Thank you so much for attending, and thank you very, very much to those on Zoom and everyone present for reading and for everyone listening. Thank you. Bravo.
Did, the first student who read, did she leave already?
Yep.
Until halfway through reading.